What's this day signify for you guys? Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, from a project standpoint, it signifies the next phase of construction, but you heard Terry and everybody talk about it. Today's really about the workers and the amazing work that they're doing to get us to this point. So really just appreciative of all the hard work of the trades folks to get us here, and now completion of the structural steel and on to the next phase.
So talk about when will the last piece of steel actually go up?
So today we're finishing up the structural portion of the steel. We'll still have secondary steel that's happening throughout the next few months. But today really signifies the end of the structural component of the stadium.
In terms of the top, when will the top be done?
So we'll be working on the metal deck and the rest of the canopy for the next few months, but follow-on work is happening on the west side of the stadium. We've already started to put architectural precast up, so things are constantly moving. It's going to be an exciting spring.
And so tell me about the next step.
Yeah, so majority of the next steps are about the exterior of the building. So now we have the structure up. Now it's about putting the skin on it. So as I mentioned, architectural precast, perforated metal panels, glazing, metal panels. Those are all the things that fans can expect to see over the next few months in summer.
What is going on sort of with the grass, starting the grass, and what's going on with it?
Yeah, that's actually another one. So our field contractors in the stadium now doing fine grading. They'll be doing infrastructure utility work, and the goal is to have the field, natural grass field, in place this fall so that we have a full year of growing season in before our first game.
What is that going to encompass? Can you just tell me a little bit about that? And,
so the field itself, we've got air system, heating in the field, obviously irrigation. So a lot going into the field components itself. And then the reason for getting it a year early is just to make sure the grass has a full season through the winter, and then our fields and grounds team have the opportunity through the spring and summer to really get everything growing in the way we want for the best playability.
Seeing everyone sign the beam today and like the emotional aspect of it, what was that like?
It's incredible. Every step along the way is incredible here. As I was just mentioning, it really is about the workers, which is why it's incredible for us to sign it, but it's great to see how many signatures are on that beam, right? And Terry mentioned it, there are 1,250 workers here every day today, but there are 3,600 that have been through the entire project. So it's really just an incredible effort, and it's incredible to see the community come together to build something like this.
What are some of the traditions that go into that? Like we saw the tree on top of it, the horn. Like, can you tell me more about just like, I don't know, the pageantry of it?
Yeah, so there's three, on any construction project, there's three major milestones. We had groundbreaking a couple years ago, we're having the topping out, and then we'll have the ribbon cutting ceremony. So those are kind of your three major milestones. Signifies the beginning, the middle, and the end of the project. With regard to the tree, it's kind of funny, I've had a lot of people ask me that. So in the construction world, that is just a tradition that has come about. If you were to look it up, there's a lot of, where it started, there's a lot of different folklore about it. The best one, or I think maybe the most accurate one, is that it's a Scandinavian tradition that has now kind of transcended generations. But from a construction standpoint, there's always a tree on top. One of the interesting things is that you'll see this tree in particular is in a potted bucket. That tree will be planted on campus here for the end of the project. So some significance of what you see today and what it'll be at the end.
John, today is the last piece of steel, but the stadium won't open for a year. What happens after today?
Yeah, so today's the last piece of structural steel. I want to clarify that for everybody. So the structural steel is done, so the big cranes that are out there will be going away. You're going to still see a lot of secondary steel going around the building. That's in preparation for the support of all the exterior metal panels, perforated metal panels, glass and glazing. So all of the skin of the building is really what the next step is, in addition to the playing field.
I guess what is today, you mentioned like one of three milestones. What is today like for you on a more personal level to like reach this point in the process and like see this, get to this point? Yeah,
today's, every day is a whirlwind. So today's actually a day where you get to step back and realize the magnitude of what's going on. You see everybody congregated together and really celebrating this moment. So it's really an opportunity for us on the project team internally, and I would say construction management team, design team, to step back and really appreciate what we're accomplishing here, because day to day you don't get an opportunity to do that.
John, there's a lot of talk about how hard everybody worked through this difficult winter. And how challenging was this winter for you guys? Because I know the first winter wasn't as bad.
Yeah, first winter was great, and I think we said then that if we were going to pick one to be good, we wanted the first winter to be good because of the excavation that we had going on. That's not to take away anything from this winter. Through the fall, if you remember, there were a lot of questions about schedule, and I continued to mention comfortably on schedule. The reason we were comfortably on schedule is because it's Buffalo and Western New York, and we know that there's going to be challenges through the winter. So in order to mitigate those challenges through the winter, you get ahead of schedule early so that you come out of the winter and into better weather now, right where you need to be.
And do you have do you guys feel like you have a handle on the price at this point? Is there anything that's going to change with that at all?
Yeah, no, very comfortable about where we're at. We've got all the contracts and work procured at this time, so certainly anything can happen, but as we stand here today, we're very comfortable.